Hello and welcome to this video, and today I'm going to be talking about whether Project Horizon at Alton Towers might just secretly be SW9 or Secret Weapon 9. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Project Horizon is a brand new indoor attraction that is scheduled to open at Alton Towers if the plans are approved in 2024. And this was first revealed back in September this year. They announced plans to build a new indoor attraction on the former site of the Alton Mouse roller coaster, so basically just behind where the World of David Walliams is now. And they revealed the plans, and it's an indoor attraction in this massive show building. And it was also later revealed by enthusiasts that the size of the building is comparable to that of the Smiler and Wicker Man. So it is a pretty big building, whatever the building is. And lots of rumours have been circulating ever since as to what the ride could be. Some say it could be like a flying theatre similar to Soarin' at Epcot or Flight of the Skyline. However, there was another more recent, more popular rumour suggesting it could be a brand new roller coaster. Because there were plans like leaked on the public consultation stating that they plan to build a new roller coaster in this building. And that was literally, I'm not sure if that was supposed to be revealed or if it was intentional, the fact that it's a roller coaster. But it is a pretty big building, like I said earlier. It's like the same size as the Smiler, the land that takes up, so they could definitely fit some form of roller coaster in there. And obviously, they built it at the actual height of the building. I'm pretty sure they're building it at tree height, so and obviously all of the roller coasters at Alton Towers are at tree height, at maximum, because obviously they can't build above the trees. So this suggests, could it be a brand new roller coaster? Well, not just any brand new roller coaster, could it be Secret Weapon 9? Now, the last time Alton Towers built a non-Secret Weapon roller coaster was probably in 2015 with the Octonauts roller coaster, but that was more of a small kids coaster. The last major coaster before that was not a Secret Weapon coaster was probably Rita back in 2005. And since then it's mainly been Secret Weapon coasters. Since then we've had 13, the Smiler and Wicker Man, which was their most recent roller coaster back in 2018. And this ride is planned to open in 2024 if it's approved, obviously. I don't think it's been approved yet, but if it is, 2024. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. And obviously when it gets to that point, it will have been 6 years since Wicker Man opened, so it's definitely, by that point, it will definitely be time for a brand new roller coaster. So I could definitely see this happening. If so, what type of roller coaster could it possibly be? Well, obviously an indoor coaster, but like what type? Could it be one of those brand new intimate multi-dimensional coasters that are like indoors, like Dark Coaster at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, or the Uncharted coaster at Portaventura that are both opening next year? Or, and this is probably like a long shot and might not happen, but could it be a Dynamic Attractions SFX coaster? Now, this is probably the least likely option as to what type of coaster it could actually be, but if you don't know what it is, a Dynamic Attractions SFX coaster is a new roller coaster type developed by Dynamic Attractions that is capable. It's more of like an immersive story experience coaster, but it's capable of so many different types of elements such as drop tracks, tilt tracks, switch tracks, turntables. It's basically got loads of all weird and quirky elements and all kinds of amazing technology that can make it do all sorts of incredible things. Obviously, these types of rides are meant to be for immersively themed attractions as well. Now, currently, I believe there's only one scheduled to open so far that we know the opening day of, Mission Ferrari at Ferrari World in the United Arab Emirates. But I say this is the least likely because Mission Ferrari took 7 years to build and it's only just opening next month. Although I'm not sure why that took so long to build. It's either because of the fact that it's probably the first SFX coaster from Dynamic Attractions or what, but it took a very long time to build. It's been under construction for so many years, so that's probably the least likely option for Alton Towers to them to build an SFX coaster, because they want to open it by 2024 hopefully. And if they want, unless they could fix all the teething problems that Mission Ferrari had in terms of how long it took to build, then they could definitely probably build an SFX coaster if they wanted to. But the weird thing is, on the public consultation, it did not actually state what ride was going in there. It just stated it was in an indoor building. Obviously, they probably are going to submit the plan application to the local council soon, and they'll probably obviously got to know what it is because they're the ones that have got to approve its construction. So when that does get approved, it'll probably get leaked as to what it actually is, although it is likely to be a roller coaster, because on the public consultation, basically on the part where it stated how visitor numbers have been dropping since COVID started, they said they wanted to bring those guest numbers back by building a brand new roller coaster. And that would be so awesome. It could be it might not be the most extreme roller coaster in the world. It could be. I mean, the last roller coaster was Wicker Man. That's more of a family thrill coaster. Before that, it was a Smiler, which had the most inversions in the world. I don't see Alton Towers trying to break the inversion record ever again, because they've already done that. And that record is likely to never be broken by any other park. Hopefully, probably not, I don't know. But it could be like a multi-dimensional coaster by Intamin. Only problem is they've already got a multi-dimensional coaster known as 13, except that was the first ever Intamin multi-dimensional coaster. But obviously, it's not like these modern ones. They're all indoors and got like switch tracks and multiple launchers. And probably the most insane element on 13 is the drop track. Obviously, that was the first ever prototype multi-dimensional coaster. They've gotten a lot more advanced since, but whether the Alton Towers will build another one of the ride type that they already have, I don't know, but we'll have to see. Other ride types they could build, I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, if it is a roller coaster, it won't actually be their first indoor coaster. Obviously, they had Black Hole back from 1984 until 2005. That was a Schwarzkopf Jetstar 2. That was more of a basic family roller coaster layout compared to like if they built an Intamin multi-dimensional coaster, which would be absolutely insane. It won't be an RMC, because why would they build an indoor RMC? That wouldn't make any sense. I honestly don't know what it could possibly be. I do think it might be some form of launch coaster, because a lot of launch coasters are becoming more and more popular each time they're built. Like most roller coasters, modern ones, most roller coasters built each year are launch coasters, which is really cool to see. This year, in terms of launch coasters, we've had Icebreaker at SeaWorld Orlando, Pantheon at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. We've had all sorts of different launch coasters. Obviously, there have been coasters with lift hills built, but I think there's a lot of launch coasters on the rise. Plus Mission Ferrari next year, which has got launchers. Obviously, a Dark Coaster at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, which is a launch coaster. Pipeline Surf Coaster, which is a launch coaster. So yeah, definitely launch coasters are on the rise. But I don't think it'll be the same as Rita, where it's got like a simple basic airtime layout. It might be a complicated layout with all kinds of elements, like basically like a multi-dimensional coaster. I'm not sure what the likelihood of this is, but I'm not sure what the options are. But it's definitely an indoor coaster, because obviously it's in a massive building. But I definitely see it being some form of like high-tech immersive storytelling coaster. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, then please make sure to like and subscribe, and comment if you'd like to see in the next video. Bye!